Hello Jitun Films and welcome to this new reading for this new week. This is a spread I got for this week. The upper row is for the divine masculine and the lower row is for the divine feminine. Let's come to the first card here. The King of Swords energy for the divine masculine. Here we see butterflies above his crown. Okay, we notice the butterflies are above his crown. The crown here represents a crown chakra. Just a representation in the 3D of the crown chakra. This is talking about spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening for the matrix twin. The divine masculine, in most cases, they are the matrix twins. They are the twins who are caught in the third dimension, in the material aspects of the third dimension, taking longer to come out of the 3D, the whole 3D matrix. So the butterflies are showing how their crown chakra is undergoing transformation. Okay, crown chakra activation, crown chakra opening, receiving information from the universe. And spiritual awakening is never pretty. It's not a process wherein it's not like they will go into meditation and achieve spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening is messy. Okay, it's a painful, excruciating process. Okay, in which they experience a lot of inner conflict, which is depicted here. Okay, this energy is conflict resolving, but we come back to this card. They experience a lot of inner conflict. They experience a lot of identity crisis. Losing the old self is leaving them. They can see that the old world and the old self is departing. They're trying to cling to this change. This change of spiritual awakening is very, very uncomfortable. It's not comfortable at all. They're trying to cling to the old world and their old self and everything they thought. Their thought patterns, their beliefs, they're trying to cling to those. So in a way I would say they are responsible for their own delay in their spiritual evolution. Okay. So when the divine masculine is going through this very, very messy process, the feminine will observe that their behavior towards the feminine is very severe. See the sword, it's turned towards their right. Okay, this is showing severity. Severity in the behavior of the divine masculine towards the feminine. This explains the behavior, right? They're trying to make sense of what's happening. You have triggered this massive spiritual awakening and they're trying to make sense of everything what's going on with them. They would want to be alone. They would want to be at a distance from you, not wanting you to see the mess that they are in. And this is how they appear aloof, they appear disinterested, doing their best to push you away. Okay, it's only because of the whole transformation that happens in their life. And what really they're doing is they're buying time till they make their decision. They're buying time till they can make sense of everything. They do know that this love is something much more deeper than what they really thought love was. Their whole definition of love has changed. What they thought was love in the old 3D paradigms, everything is changing for them. When we talk about the crown chakra, men mostly, I'm not saying all divine masculine are men, but men mostly operated from their lower chakras. Love was associated a lot with sex, and it was the quality of sex that determined the relationship future in the old 3D paradigms. But now when we talk about crown chakra activity happening a lot here, this is a completely different type of relationship. It is more on the the 5D realm. It is more on, it's more spiritual. It's more love of the spirit than love of the body. And this is something that they're really realizing. This is something that even the feminine is realizing, that you may feel you're masculine, not really your type. The type of guy you would really actually fall for, not really somebody your type, but still you are in love with your masculine. No matter how severe their behavior is, you are in love with your masculine. Okay, that's what's going on with the divine masculine, the thought process, the mental activity going on the divine masculine. In the next card, we see conflict clearing. They have been in conflict regarding this connection. They have been going between the right and the left minds, rational and the intuitive. They're trying to, it's a debate. It was a debate. Rationally, this all doesn't make sense to them. Here is a person I have not gone out with. I don't even know this person. How can I feel so many complex and complicated feelings for this person without even, talking to them properly, without even knowing them properly? And then there is the intuitive mind, which just knows. It knows who you are. They know who you are. They recognize you. Their soul recognizes you. They feel so much of love. And then there is a conflict between the intuitive and the rational mind, the right and the left. There's a conflict. So now we see this conflict clearing. The reverse 5 of Wands is talking about how this conflict is clearing. They're coming into more clarity. It's like the rational and the intuitive mind is now reaching this truce, like shaking hands, and they are coming into a new truth, which is accepting both this thought process from both sides of the mind. They do know that this is, they do know about the concept of twin flames, and they do know that anything they know about love so far is not going to define twin flame love. They know that this is something completely different. This is something completely away from 3D and earthly love. So yeah, the conflict is clearing. They are reaching a new truth. They are seeing the truth. If they were just ignoring their intuition, ignoring the intuition all the time, saying that this cannot be possible, like this cannot be happening to me, like I'm just this ordinary person, and how can such a wonderful, magnificent thing happen to me? And now they're seeing the truth. They're seeing the truth more clearly. They know about twin flames. They are learning to accept the whole journey, coming out of the conflict existing in their minds. Here we see the sun. Society generally values the intellect and the rational thought, and they reject the intuition and the psychic thoughts. Now for us who are on the pagan path, we only care about the intuitive mind and the psychic mind, and sometimes going very extremely, we tend to reject the intellect. Now the sun is here to remind us that the intellect is also a part of our spirit. It is not to be shadowed away. The sun is shining light on the intellect. This relationship makes sense intellectually too. Spirituality doesn't reject the intellect. It just gives a lot of answers, which the intellect has not been turning towards those sides for the answers. Like in the matrix, that the divine masculine, in the 3D matrix, he would never have had the beliefs that he has now. The journey is changing him. Whatever his perception of love was, like the intellectual perception of his love, that what he learned from his parents, the relationships he saw in this lifetime, the relationships that are shown in the movies, and what he reads in books, and this twin flame relationship is going against all that. So the sun card is shining sunlight on the divine masculine's mind, awakening him to accept everything on this journey. Accept the intellect, accept the rational, accept the intuitive and the psychic. It's all part of the spirit. It's like the whole complete spirit. He is not a fool for believing in this journey. Sometimes he feels like a fool for, talking about this divine connection thinking, and he is not a fool for thinking that. Okay, the intellect is not far away from the intuitive. They are interconnected and interlinked. We have just separated them. In the next card, we see the magician. Okay, the magician is a divine masculine who is ready. This is of the future energy of the divine masculine who will be ready for reunion, who will have no fears. The magician is a divine masculine who is completely healed. You can see the Stonehenge behind him. The Stonehenge primarily is a site of healing. Okay, so it is kind of depicting the healing of the divine masculine. After his complete spirit heals, he will be ready for reunion. He will have all the resources to participate in the relationship, lead the relationship, be the man in the relationship. Okay, but the message here is from spirit is he has to be completely healed. Until he's healed himself of all his past life and current lifetime pain and wounds, he will not be ready for reunion. And this healing takes time, and the divine feminine is advised by spirit to be patient. In the next card, we see the 10 of water. This is the complete happiness and fulfillment. This is what the divine masculine wants. The long-term success of the relationship, marriage, and building a home with his feminine. That's what he really wants. He sees the feminine as his partner. And even if there is no marriage in the 3D, he cannot picture his life with anyone else. He wants to build a home and a family with his divine feminine. For him, that is his dream. That's something that's the only thing that will give him complete fulfillment in life. Like his greatest joy would be spending his life with his feminine, having a home, building a family. That is his dream. He's focusing on this dream as he is going through this process of awakening, evolution, of healing. This is something which keeps him going. He's buying time from you because he wants to achieve this. He doesn't want to come to you when he's not ready and then risk losing you in the process. He wants to come to you when he's healed and ready so that he can sustain himself in a relationship with you. Let's come to the divine feminine. The divine feminine is having a lot of nostalgia. This is a card of nostalgia, thinking about the good times she had with the divine masculine, the good times they had together. Time spent together, they are so precious, those memories so precious. She feels like building more memories, creating more memories, spending more time with the masculine. Every moment is so sweet, filled with so much of love. Really, the masculine does not have to say the words I love you to the feminine. It's something so completely evident from the way the masculine treats the feminine. When they are being real and open and honest, not when they have their mask on. They put their mask on and then they appear cold and distant. But when they are really opening themselves up, we can feel the love that emanates from their spirit. This is a card of nostalgia of, and for the feminine, these memories are what, keeps her going. Knowing that reunion is going to be sweeter. It's going to be much more fulfilling. The good memories. The bubble phase. Mostly it's the bubble phase which comes to mind when everything was okay and for some time the masculine was chasing the feminine, and that's something which stands as a good memory, enabling the feminine to undertake this time of separation, to just have patience in separation, allow the masculine to heal. In the next card we see a celebration, a wedding. This is similar to the 10 of water card. This is something which the divine feminine wants, the celebration of their relationship, moving in together or getting married or having children together. That's something they really, 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 really want. That would be the greatest desire for the feminine. That would take the masculine to come out from his wall. We see the celebration happening outside the castle walls. So it's a metaphor for how the masculine has to come out of his wall for this celebration to happen. But he will come out. A message from spirit. He will come out of his wall and participate in this celebration with the feminine. In the next card we see, this is a card of soaring heights. How the divine feminine is soaring heights in life. You see the person here sitting on an eagle. Now the eagle flies higher than any other bird. Also a symbol of freedom and courage. This is what the twin flame journey has done to the divine feminine. Give her wings to fly. Personally, for me, this twin flame journey was very, very liberating. It gave me freedom to be myself. Freedom from everything that I feared. I was no longer afraid to live behind whatever did not resonate. Leave behind the old life. Leave behind the old 3D beliefs. The divine masculine is soaring heights. And we see a book and a sword. It's like the knowledge from the universe. Gaining knowledge in any form, reading books, watching documentaries or movies, and downloads from the divine source, and information is coming at a rapid rate from everywhere, which is causing the divine feminine to awaken more, to create the life that she always wanted. yeah, she's not dependent on the masculine. We see that this particular relation, there is no interdependence between the two. The two completely free, independent individuals who don't really need the other person for anything. I mean, that's really what the separation is trying to achieve, making two twin flames who don't really need the other person. So the only reason you have to be with the other person is because of love. And not asking or giving love is like sharing the self love that you have created yourself. So this is the divine feminine soaring heights. The information, the knowledge, the wisdom which is coming to her is allowing her to touch the sky and achieve all her dreams and live and create the life of her dreams. I have seen many divine feminines leaving jobs, moving, starting their own business. They are just on fire. Yes, they always had it in them, but this journey kind of triggers you to become your most authentic self. Okay, when you understand your relationship with source, you understand your relationship with the universe or God, whatever you call it. That is the time that you really start living an authentic life with no fear. In the next card we see, this is a time when I feel the divine feminine is locking away her feelings. This shows locking away the feelings. Like because the masculine is acting very severe in his behavior. So not to get hurt, the feminine is locking away her feelings. They are there. The feelings, she realizes they cannot be, the feelings will not disappear. She cannot wish them away. She cannot will them away. The love is always there. So she's just locking them away so that she can focus on her life and not allow these feelings to cause her emotional distress. This is something healthy actually. It's like holding space, not allowing your emotions to overwhelm you or control you. It's like locking away or holding space for the masculine while he heals, and the feminine focusing on their own life. Because no matter how much you wish, those feelings are never going to go away. You cannot move on from a twin flame. That's not really possible, as all of us know. So just, keeping your feelings aside, you can just build the life of your dreams while your masculine heals. And yeah, then there is the sleepless nights. The feminine is experiencing sleepless nights. The anxiety is there. There is always a nagging fear at the back of our minds that our masculine might move on. They might find someone else, and that would be devastating for the feminine. That is something you don't even want to face. That is something you don't even want to. That is the biggest fear. So this is a message from Spirit saying that this is just your imagination. The divine masculine is going to be in reunion with you. That is how it is destined. That is how God has planned it. The universe has planned it. There is no need for anxiety or worry. Sleepless nights, it's also a symptom of ascension. So people who are experiencing sleepless nights, they should, there are a lot of videos available on YouTube for sleep hypnosis. You can try that and try to sleep better. Okay, so that was a reading for this week. Thank you everybody for watching my video. And all of you all who subscribe to my channel, who take readings from me and healings from me, and who write wonderful comments, thank you very much. It's because of the love that I receive that I can keep going on this journey and doing the work that I do. Thank you all very much. Have a fantastic day.